Hi, and welcome to today's functional fitness class. Today we're going to do a unilateral class, which means we're going to work one side at a time. Lifting weights on one side at a time can help us correct muscle imbalances. Sometimes when we do bilateral, both sides, the stronger side kind of takes over. So the side that's a little weaker doesn't get the work it actually needs. Can also help improve our core stability because we have to center ourselves a little bit more, working only on one side. And that can help reduce our injury risk, can lead to greater strength in the limb that we're working on. And it can also enhance our balance and stability. It also prepares us for a lot of our everyday tasks and activities, because everything that we do, if you think about it, tends to be one-sided, whether it be sports like pickleball or golf, or carrying groceries, or we tend to use our more dominant hand. So we usually have a weaker side and a stronger side. So today's class, we're going to try to balance ourselves a little bit more. So let's get started. We're going to start with a warm-up. And we are going to be standing for our warm-up. So let's just start with find a good posture. Our feet are about hip distance apart. We have a nice long spine. We relax our shoulders. We're just going to do some shoulder rolls forward. Just kind of get our upper back, shoulders warmed up. And then let's reverse and go the other way. Good, and as we relax our shoulders down, we're going to gently turn our head to the right and to the left. And just nice and slow in our range of motion, just warming up our neck, kind of massaging out any tension in our shoulders and upper back, one more each side. Good, and then let's come back to center. We're going to do right arm's going to go straight up and down, and then the left arm. So we're just going to alternate these arm reaches. You might want to, extend a little bit, feel a stretch through one side. Let's do one more each side here. Good, and then we're going to do just an alternating lateral. Just warming up those shoulders. One more each side. Good, and then maybe feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're just going to do a gentle twist. So kind of just let the arms wrap around. We're keeping our lower body stable this time. And again, we're going in our range of motion. So nice and easy, slow enough that you can listen to your body. And of course, we're breathing. Good, just a few more twists here. Good, and as we come back to center, we're just going to do a mark. So you can use your arms, you can hold on to the chair, you can have your hands on your hips. We're just starting to warm up our lower body, warming up the quads, the hip flexors. It can be smaller march, or we can do a high knee lift if that feels good, if we feel warmed up enough to do that. You can stay stationary, you can move around if you have some space. Good, let's do one more knee lift each side. Good. And then we're going to go the other way. We're going to do a hip hinge. So we're going to hinge forward or bow forward, squeeze the glutes to come up. Again, hands on hips. You can slide your hands down or feel free to stabilize using the chair. We're inhaling as we bow down and then squeezing as we come up. Just a few more. Just feeling a lengthening in the back of our body. Let's do one more. Good. And then again, feet a little wider than hip distance apart, hands on the hips. We're going to do our hula hoop, hip circles. So again, in your range of motion, little micro bend in the knees, kind of let it flow naturally, even though we don't have our hula hoops, and then reverse and hula hoop in the other direction. Good, and we're gonna come back to center. Feel free to kind of shake everything out. We're gonna use one weight. Obviously, we're pretty much gonna need one weight the whole workout since we're gonna do one side. So we're gonna start with the right arm. We're gonna do a dumbbell row. So we're gonna just stagger our stance. Little bend in both knees, a little hinge forward, arm comes straight down, roll your shoulder. And here we go. We're gonna do 15. 1, 2, elbow stays close to the body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Core stays engaged, spine stays long. 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So release. We're gonna unhinge, step back, roll that shoulder. We're gonna go right into our forward reach. So let's bring our palm back, tall spine, and we're just gonna reach that arm forward. Don't go higher than shoulder height and lower down. 15 of these, 2, or as many as you can. Take a break if you need. You might want to use a lighter weight today since we're focusing on one side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As many more as you can, up to 5. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the sun. 4, and 5. Good. Rotate. You might want to take that weight out of that hand for a moment. Roll that shoulder. Continuing with the right side, we're going to do an overhead press. So if an overhead press, pressing straight up doesn't work, feel free to do an elbow lift. We can have our palm facing in or palm facing forward. This is a little kinder to the shoulder joint, but if your shoulder doesn't have any issues, we can bring that palm, tall spine, engage the core, and here we go, straight up. 1, 15 we're trying for. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, or as many as you can do. 2, take a break. 3, if you need it, or do it without weights. 4, 5, and release down, roll that shoulder. We just got a few more. Next one up is an upright row. So one-sided, palm is facing in, tall spine, and we're just gonna pull that weight up and lower down. 2, 3, keep that shoulder relaxed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, maybe take that weight out. We have one more to do where we take our little break and go to the other side. So we have a lateral reach here. So tall spine, engaged core, relax the shoulder. Arm's going to go out to the side for 1. 2, remember not higher than the shoulder, but you can go lower. We don't want to be lifting that shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As many more as you can, up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Lower that down. We can put our weight down So just as a little break in between, before we grab some water, we're going to do 30 seconds of just a little bit of cardio. So we're going to do a march. So you can do a little jog if you want, any variation, but we are going to do 30 seconds of some sort of march starting now. And I did look at my watch, so we won't go over 30. So again, you can make it as small or as big. Remember, you can do a little jog, you can do a slow, high knee march, whatever works, as long as we're moving for 30 seconds. Just a little bit of cardio. We have about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now let's get our water, walk around a little bit, take a little breather. I'm sure you can feel that right side that we just worked. So we're going to give the right side a rest and go to the left, doing the same thing. So when we're ready, weight in the left hand. We're going to find that staggered stance, a little bend in the knees, a little hinge forward. We can use our thigh for stability. Keep that spine long, roll that shoulder, and here we go. 15, 1, dumbbell rows, 2. Keep that elbow going straight up, not flaring out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Stand up tall, roll that shoulder. We'll go right into our front raise. Palm is facing back, tall spine. Engage that core, and here we go. We're going to lift forward and lower down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, don't hold your breath. 9. Can you feel your core working? 10. Keeping you stable. 1. I can feel mine. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Put that weight in the other hand, roll that shoulder a little bit. We're going to go to our overhead press, or remember, elbow lift, if that is a better option for you. Palm in, palm back, or palm forward, tall spine, engage the core, and here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do as many more as you feel comfortable doing. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Lower that down. Roll that shoulder. Just a few more. We have our upright row next. So palm is facing back, tall spine. And here we go. Elbow comes out as we lift that weight and lower it back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, go as high as is comfortable. It can be down here. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Good. Give that arm a little rest for a moment. Roll that shoulder, shake it out. We have one more. We have our lateral reach. So palm is facing in here. Tall spine. Engage the core. Relax the shoulders. And here we go. For 1. Don't go higher than your shoulder, but you can go lower. Put a little bend in the elbow. Shorten the lever a little bit. 3. Do as many as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. Stop when you need to. 2, 3. Keep that shoulder down. 4 and 5. Nice job, everybody. You can put those weights down, grab some water, and then we're going to grab a seat. Giving our upper body a rest for a little bit, we're going to go to the lower body. So let's have a seat. We're going to do our sit to stand. So since we're targeting one side, obviously we're not going to do it on one leg, but let's line up our feet, and then we're going to step our left leg just maybe a half a step forward. So you might have to adjust a little bit. So we're going to be using this right leg. It's going to be working a little bit more as we stand and sit. We're going to try for 12, do as many as you can. Are we ready? Here we go. We're going to stand up and we're going to sit down. So you feel you're pressing into that right leg a little bit more than the left. 3. Of course, the farther forward you bring that left foot, the more work. 5, 6. Mine's only about a half a step. 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 2 more? 1. I was almost going to go to 15. 2, but we're going to stop at 12 and take a little breather. So hopefully you felt that in the right leg a little bit more than the left. We'll do the opposite the next time. But when we're ready, we're going to stand up. Again, keeping that focus on the right leg. Let's do our front leg raise. So left leg is going to be the standing leg. Right leg, we're going to lift and lower 15 times. Tall spine, relax the shoulders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Both feet back down, shake it all out. Going right into our next one, side leg raise, right leg. So feet are parallel, spine is long. Use the chair for stability here. Keep the toes facing forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, micro bend in that left knee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, remember, take a break if you need to. 2, you can always tap out. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Do a little shake, roll the shoulders. Next up is a squat. So I'm going to turn sideways a little bit. So just you can see what we're doing. Right foot stays fully on the floor. You might be a little bit wider than hip distance apart here. We're going to lift that left heel. Keep that left heel up. So again, this right leg is going to do a little more work. We're going to see if we can do 15. See if we can do 12 to 15 squats with this left heel lifted. Are we ready? Here we go. 1, remember, hips move back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? Do as many as you can. 1, they can be a little bit shallower. They can be deeper. And I lost count, but I think we're done. So shake that all out. Walk around a little bit. Take a breather. Next one up, we're going to do a stationary lunge. So again, that right, let's keep the right leg forward, left foot's gonna step back. We're on the toe or the ball of the left foot. We're keeping that tall spine. We're gonna go up and down. So we're pressing through the heel, coming up. Here we go. So we're gonna go down and up, 2 and up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do 5 more. 1. Again, can be smaller. You can stay stationary and just stay in your lunge. Or if that feels better for your knee, so you can just stay down and hold. And shake all that out. We're getting there. We've got our one-legged heel left, so we're onto our calves. So we're wrapping that left foot around the right, or maybe just keeping that toe down. But most of the work here is on the right tall spine. Here we go, lift and lower. 15 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Bang that out. Right leg is standing. We're going to do our balance pose. So right leg is standing. Let's come up onto the left toe, tall spine. Lift that leg forward so we can keep the toe down. Hands off the chair if this is where our balance is, but we can play with lifting that foot for 1, 2. We're going to try for 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and release. Good. Shake all that out. Before we get our water break, we're going to do another 30 seconds. So for this 30 seconds, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do what we call heel drops. So we're going to kind of stomp our heels down, get a little jolt, so a little impact, good for our bones. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. You can hold on to the chair, but kind of let your feet stomp down, just the heels. We're not lifting the whole foot, just the heels. So we are ready in 3, 2, 1, start. So just kind of stomp your feet down. You can do it as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. You should feel that jolt through your whole body. If that doesn't feel right, if you have osteoporosis in your spine, then you might just want to bounce a little bit, less impact. So again, adjust how hard you're stomping based on how it feels in your body. And we're done. Good. Shake out those legs, grab some water, and guess what? Then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to need to take a seat again. We're back to another sit to stand. So remember, we're all in a different space. We all have our own things going on. So please listen to your body. If it doesn't feel right in your body, don't do it. All right, are we ready? So just like last time, get ourselves lined up, and then we're going to bring that right foot forward a little bit. Again, you decide. You might have to adjust, but you want this right foot slightly forward. So it could be a half of your foot length. It could be your whole foot length. Kind of adjust to see what works for you. Take a nice breath, and here we go. We're going to stand and sit. 2, 3, 4. Remember, only doing 12 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12, have a seat, take a little rest, and when you're ready, let's stand up. And go to our front leg raises. So now our right leg is standing, left leg is gonna lift and lower forward. Again, it can be a small lift, it can be a higher lift. Do what works for you. Keep that spine long so we're not leaning back when we lift our leg. Only the movements from the hip flexor down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Shake that out a little bit. Staying by the chair for our side leg lifts. Again, right leg is standing, little micro bend. Left toes stay forward. You can tap out or lift out. Here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Good. Shake that out. Walk around a little bit. Next up, we've got our squat. So staying behind the chair, maybe feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. This time our right heel stays up, left heel stays down. Same thing. We're going to slide our hips back. We're going to do 15 or as many as you can. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3. Keep that right heel up. 4. Keep those hips moving back. 5. Press through that left heel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1. Sorry about the sun, guys. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Shake that out. I'm going to move this way a little bit out of the sun. And next up is our lunge. So we are going to left foot forward, right foot back, tall spine. So remember, we're sinking into that left heel and then picking it back up. Here we go. For 1, 2, we're pressing when we come back up, 3, 4. Remember, you adjust the depth. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Step on out, shake that out. We're already down to our heel lifts. So wrap that right foot around the left, lift and lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Bang that all out. Last but not least is our balance. So holding onto the chair, left leg is going to be standing. Let's come up onto that right toe. Find your balance. Find where you want to be. Challenge for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, doing 15, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower down. Let's give everything a good shake. Roll the shoulders. Grab some water. And grab one weight. We've got our weight in our right arm. We're going to start with 15 bicep curls. So feel free to sit for these if you'd like. Palm forward, tall spine. And here we go for 1. Nice, smooth control. 2. Really feel those muscles working. 3. Upper arm stays close to the body. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Good. Roll that shoulder. That was for bicep. Let's do our tricep. So again, we've got the weight in our right hand, staggered stance, little bend in the knees, little hinge from the hips, arm comes straight down. Roll that shoulder back and down, and then bend that elbow. So upper arm is not going to move. We're just going to kick back. This is our starting position. Here we go. Kick back, rebend. 2. So from here to our elbow isn't moving. 4. 5. Elbow down is moving. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Release. Come on out. Roll that shoulder. So we're going to do a one-armed, like a chest fly. So I'm going to kind of come sideways at an angle so you can see me. Palm is facing forward. We're going to bring the arm straight in front, little bend in the elbow, and kind of bring it up in front of our like chin level and come back down. So we're working the chest muscles here. So are we ready? Here we go. For 1. 2. Control that down. 3. Keep a little bend in the elbow. 4. 5. We're reaching out and up. 6. 7. We're also working the arm here. 8 and the upper back. 9, but we're targeting the pectorals here in the chest. 10. Can we do 5 more? 1. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. Good. Roll that shoulder. 1 for our core. We're going to do our side stretches. So we've got the weight in our right hand, tall spine. And here we go. We're going to go to the side and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We can put that weight down for a moment. Shake that out. Before we get our water, we got one more little cardio segment. So if you'd like to do another march, feel free to do that. I have as a suggested movement, jumping jacks. So you decide. We can, if you want to do full jumping jacks, feel free. But again, it's for 30 seconds. So just some sort of movement for 30 seconds. As long as you're not standing still, I'm good with that. So give yourself a little space, and here we go. 30 seconds starting now. So remember, arms can go halfway up. You can go slower. You can go faster than I'm going. Just move. Get that heart rate up. Less than 10 seconds to go. done. Good, roll the shoulders, walk around a little bit, get one more drink of water, and we've got our left side to do. So when we're ready, left arm gets the weight this time. Seated or with good posture, palm facing forward, shoulders relaxed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Roll that shoulder. Going into our kickbacks. Staggered stance, little bend in the knees, hinge forward, roll the shoulders. Elbow lifts. This is our starting position. Keep that upper arm stable. Keep your shoulder away from the ear. So bring that shoulder down. Here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Targeting the triceps. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Bring that weight down. Stand up tall. Roll that shoulder. Maybe give that arm a rest for a moment. And then we've got our chest press. So palm facing forward. Good stance. Little bend in the elbow. And here we go. We're going to come right up to center and lower back down. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that little bend in the elbow. 5, 6. Feel the core stabilizing here as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. As many more as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Roll that shoulder. The last one is our side stretch on this side. So good posture, shoulders down, and here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Nice job, everyone. Roll that shoulder. We can put our weight down, we can grab some water, grab a seat for cool down stretches. And again, if you choose to do your cool down standing, you need my guess. But once we've settled, just take a few breaths, find our good posture, whether we're seated or standing, feet on the floor, tall spine. Take a few breaths just to check in with your body, see how you're feeling after our workout. And then we're going to take our right arm up and over in a nice lateral stretch here. Some full inhalations and exhalations. Opening up some inner space. When we're inhale, exhale, let's lower that arm down. And we'll go to the other side, same thing. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen and open through that left side of the body. Breathe. And bring the arm down. Good. We're just going to stack hand on top of hand. And we're going to press our hands forward. And as we do that, we're going to pull our belly in. Kind of open up across the upper back. Open up along the ribs, along the spine. Breathe here. Breathe into the back of the rib cage, the back of the shoulders. On our next inhale, we're going to slowly start to bring our arms all the way out, reach out, and then bring them behind you, and then press the other way. So you can interlace your fingers here. You can place them on the back of your hips or grab your forearms. Just open up across the front of the shoulders, lengthen along the front of the spine, across the front of the ribs. Maybe lift the chin a little bit. Make sure you're able to take nice, deep, long inhalations and exhalations. Good. And then slowly release. Maybe do a few shoulder rolls back. Maybe alternating would feel good. Good. And then some wrist circles, both directions. Good. And then with our good posture, let's move into our seated twist. Again, it can be a standing twist. We're twisting to the right. Keep the spine long, keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the breath flowing, finding our twist for today. One more inhale, exhale, we're slowly unwinding back to center. Inhale to lengthen, and then we're gently twisting to the left. One more inhale, exhale, and slowly twist back to center. Let's walk our feet wide. You can do a few windshields if you'd like. And the next time that right knee drops down, we're turning sideways, sliding that right hip off so the knee and the hip are in alignment. Sliding our foot back or grabbing our ankle, your choice here. Holding onto the chair with the other hand. So we want our spine long here. Just opening up the hip, front of the hip, and the quad, the front of the thigh. Good. Let's slowly swing back to center and go right into the other side. Making sure that hip and knee is in alignment as we slide back, or grab that ankle or the back of your pants, back of your shoe. As long as you can keep your spine nice and long, keeping our gaze forward so we're not all hunched over looking at the floor. We're looking straight ahead and we're breathing. Good. And slowly release. Let's come back to center. We're going to extend the right leg down, heel down, toe up, little hinge forward. Stretching out now the back of the leg, the hamstring, the calf. Good. Slide that leg in. Slide the other leg out, heel down, toe up, hinging forward. Keep that spine long. Keep that foot flexed. One more inhale, exhale, we're going to come out. Bring both feet in. Extend both legs out. Or if you're standing, obviously 1 foot at a time, do some ankle circles. One direction and then the other. Good. Slide those legs in. Let's inhale. Take a nice stretch. And exhale, release down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. And feel free to maybe gently move anyway. And then exhale. And we'll do it 1 more time. Nice inhale. And final exhale. And we are done. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this class or had any comments, you can put it in the comment area. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.